Simpson. And Japan have gone absent without leave. This is Whitmore. Hall and Gale both available. It's still Whitmore. It is the Reggae Boys who take the lead.
Ball shot.
Greetings, football lovers. Welcome to BCN Sports watch along of AFCON, African Cup of Nations, Group D matchup. You know, we're just going to do, especially in the early rounds, BCN Sports, we only do some of the marquee matchups, and this is supposed to be a good one. By the way, my name is Benton. This is BCN Sports. We're going to do a watch along of Senegal versus DR Congo. And we'll keep an eye and give an update on the English Premier League and other games currently going on. So, AFCON Cup of Nations, so far, tournament started, approximately a few weeks ago. Today is December 27th. So, tournament started about a week or so ago. On the 20, approximately a week ago. On the 21st to be exact. I think that was the exact date. So, this is Group D. These are the two big teams in Group D. Senegal, of course, one of the favorites coming into this tournament. DR Congo, a very impressive outfit. The Leopards of DR Congo versus the Lions of Teranga. We're going to get to the starting 11. I really like both of these teams. I think both of these teams are very good teams. I'm looking forward to see how they go about it. I do expect Senegal to win this game because of just the depth that they have in terms of players. But I expect a very good matchup from these two teams. And I want to say, I think that they also played in World Cup qualifiers, if I'm not mistaken, during the CAF World Cup qualifiers. So let's get to the starting 11. For Senegal, in goal, you have, of course, Mendy, formerly of Chelsea. You don't know, big goalkeeper plays in the Saudi League now. You have Jacobs in left-back possession. Neakete, Kalabali, and Diatta rounds out the back four. Kalabali, captain, leader, man in charge. In midfield, you have Pape Gueye and Idris Gueye at the base of that midfield. In the 10th position, we're in number 13. You have Ndia, a baller, absolute special player who plays for Everton. Out wide, you have Ismail Assar on the right. Sadio Mane on the left. Sadio Mane, of course, we don't know. He's a baller. And up front, you have the man himself, Nicholas Jackson. Senegal is coached by Pape Toua. You know what? The Pape Toua has big shoes to fill. Of course, he took over from... I'm slipping the name of the previous manager, but big shoes to fill. And the team has been playing quite well under his guidance. So let's see how they go about it. This is a big Senegalese team. This is a very good, very impressive Lions of Teranga team. Of course, they won their first game in group encounter. Now to the Leopards of DR Congo. Mpase in goal, Tunzabe, Mazako, Mbemba, and Wan Bissaka rounds out the back four. Mbemba is a leader of this team, leader of this group, steps up in the big moments to guide this team. Of course, DR Congo will be in the Interconfederation World Cup qualifying playoffs. Mutosami at the base of that midfield. Mutosami is an essential part of protecting this back four, a tackler, hard-working player. In the attacking front, I expect Sadike and Moku to drop back and beside Musambi. Out left, you have Elia, who can be very impactful. Bongonda on the right wing, and Bakombo leads the line. I expect a very good football game between these two teams as we're getting ready for kickoff. Let me get this clock up here. Let me get this kickoff clock go up as the referee is getting ready for us to start here, family. And we're off. So this is supposed to be a good game. By the way, welcome to BCN Sports watch along of AFCON. And just like that, Senegal, of course, in all white, no green stripes today. It's just all white. I can update. Well, the green and red stripes is down the middle. Maybe I can update the jersey for Senegal, as that was a shot from Ismail Assar just wide. I expect DR Congo to be a bit cautious against the Senegalese team, but it's two things for me coming out of this. That's watching this game. Two things that I'm looking for: how impactful can Senegal separate themselves from a DR Congo team? Will they stamp their authority against this team, and can they win and win emphatically? And so that, because I really like the Senegalese team. I think they're a very talented outfit. They've grown somewhat under Papetois' guidance. They've improved defensively. And I actually think that the belief in this unit is also grown. When you add in a player like Ndia, you give that number 10 creative role. Now, from the DR Congo side of things, I expect a very defensive approach. To use Bakumbo as the outlet. And let me make sure I spell Bakumbo's name correctly here. I do have his name spelled incorrectly. But I'll get that updated in a second. So, BCN Sports watch along of AFCON, and of course at 12:30 we'll do a watch along of English Premier League, big matchup between Chelsea and Aston Villa, and we have a free kick here, and seems like Sadio Mane through what the referee called us. So the referee had a problem with Sadio Mane, saying that Sadio Mane dive. AFCON has been, early warm in the tournament so far. The teams have been entertaining, very good games. Some of the games haven't been so good, but some games have been competitive, I think, from what I've watched. Yesterday I watched a feisty game between Mali and Morocco. That game ended 1-1. I am all about AFCON. I'm a big fan of the tournament. Of course, the cycle, the frequency of the tournament will change in 2028 going forward. So here's Senegal down the left side, and Ndia with a cross, and it's off, out for a free corner kick. Desebre is the man in charge for Sebastien Desebre is the man in charge for DR Congo. He's been in charge for a while. He knows his team. And a lot of jostling in the box there. Referee speaking to players, making sure that they understand that he will not tolerate any foolishness. 0-0. 3 minutes into the game so far. Corner kick to Senegal. Corner kick inside and through everyone. And referee has called a foul. Referee has called a foul there on a Senegalese player. So it's let me update this. DR Congo's, the Leopards of DR Congo's starting 11. All right, here comes the ball, looking for Bamko down the middle, and goalkeeper Mendy is quickly out. We're looking for Ilya. Ilya cutting it inside. Very dangerous player is Ilya. And if he gets into space, it could be a big problem for Senegal. Here's Senegal trying to get forward. Ball is now cut up by DR Congo. Sends all the way back to M-Pesa. M-Pesa sends it long. Kaliboli chests it down to Niakate. Niakate sends it wide, looking for Sadio Mane. Overhit, and Wan-Bissaka and Sadio Mane going at it, and it ricochet of Wan-Bissaka, and it's out for a throw. Also, score update in the English Premier League game just concluded. Of course, within the last half an hour or 45 minutes or so, Man City defeated Nottingham Forest 2-1. Fortunate victory for Pep Guardiola and Man City. I suspect Nottingham Forest fans do have a legitimate gripe regarding, a yellow card, second yellow card should have gone to, um, Ruben Diaz, on Igor Jesus, but referee said no dice. Some Nottingham Forest City fans would have thought that a second yellow card should have gone. So, at any rate, Man City won the game 2-1. I know Man City is leading the table pending other results. The big result, of course, is the Arsenal versus Brighton at Hove Albion game, which just kicks off, and that game is 0-0. And as for Arsenal, quite a few changes. They had to bring in Lewis Kelly in at left back as Califari picked up a knock in the warm-up. So Lewis Kelly starts for Califari in left back. And Declan Rice seemed to have dropped off into the right back position because of injuries. Of course, Ben White is out. So Arsenal suffering a bit of injuries there. So back to African Cup of Nations. Senegal versus DR Congo. 0-0 in the first half. Ball is with Tunzambe. Tunzambe finds M-Pesa. M-Pesa sends it wide out to Masoko. Masoko stepping up, looking for a long ball, trying to get Elia behind. And Elia overhit, and it's out for a goal kick to Senegal. This is one of the games that I look forward to in AFCON. I mean, and by the way, if you're joining us on BCN Sports, this is watch along of African Cup of Nations tournament, big tournament that I really enjoy watching, and we at BCN Sports will continue to cover and continue to provide watch along of these games as we get more into the more competitive games throughout this tournament. So here's the ball sent left down to looking for Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane's almost in but cut out there by Mbemba. Sends back to Mpasa. Mpasi finds Wan-Bissaka, who's having a bit of pressure there from Ndia. Very good pressure there from Ndia, and the ball is ricochet off Ndia out for a throw. 8 minutes into the first half, still 0-0 between Senegal and DR Congo. Or that was a Muku. Top of the table matchup in Group D, and the point standing coming in Group D. Here is India, very good ball. Nicholas Jackson's the box. Jackson shot, and it's wide. Goal kick. India is definitely elevating him, giving him a bit of confidence here, and maybe this is the player that Senegal has been missing. Very good play from Nicholas Jackson there, by the way. Formerly of Chelsea, now of Bayern Munich. Masuko sends it back. Finds Tunzambi's trying to dribble out, but got himself caught in trouble here. As Jackson with it. Nicholas Jackson find India, who leaves it, dummies it to Ismail Assar. Assar picks it up, sends it wide. Diatta drops deep. And a bad pass here from Diatta as Motusuma comes away. Maku comes away with it. Finds Elias out left. Senegal versus DR Congo. Elias versus Diatta trying to get St. Calabal. He cuts it out, and it's cleared out. And a sliding tackle there by Bamkobu. Yeah. Sliding tackle there by Bakambu on number 26 of Senegal, Pape Gueye. Free kick. Competitive game. Let me see if I competitive game so far. Senegal ball is back with Mendy in goal. Mendy. Of course, Senegal won the African Cup of Nations in 2021. Here's the ball. Ndia behind Wan-Bissaka. Ndia crosses and cut out by Mbemba. So Ndia looking to get behind Wan-Bissaka there. All right. Been a long time since DR Congo have beaten has beaten Senegal. DR Congo trying to get Baku going on behind, and it's cleared up by Ndiake. It's Melassar dropping back, putting a bit of pressure on Ilya, taken by Motusuma. Oh, bad pass. They're looking. Bad pass, looking for Bongonda, and it's out. Sadiki looking for Bongonda, and it's out. Into the goalkeeper arms, Mendy. One thing, DR Congo is not shying away from going forward. They're not playing conservative as some of us expected. Long ball looking for Sadio Mane out left. Mane has Wan-Bissaka for company. Wan-Bissaka, he's dribbling at, send it inside and cleared out by Donzabe. Here comes DR Congo. Comes away with it. Ball turns back. Taken off by Senegal, and referees called a foul. Senegalese player felt that. As Idrissa Gueye felt that is that a foul? And Bongonda got himself in a little bit of trouble there. BCN Sports watch along of African Cup of Nations Group D matchup between Senegal and DR Congo. Masuko is trying to send it long, looking for Elia. Elia cuts back inside, taken off and by Sadike, and it cuts out by Papetois. Throw into DR Congo. Ball sends wide, and Bondongo is at the back post. A chance here for DR Congo to shot, and it scores! But he's in an offside position. Wan-Bissaka scored, but the cross. Bondonga was in an offside position. VAR will have a look at it, but yes, he was in an offside position. Yep. Got it locked in there. Wan-Bissaka with the goal, but offside. No dice for the Leopards of DR Congo. Referee having a check, but still good to go. Let's get a score update on the English Premier League and other games going on. Arsenal already taking the lead against Brighton Hove Albion 1-0. So Arsenal is ahead with an early goal there. Let's see, get the goal scorer for Arsenal. Martin Odegaard in the 14th minute with a go-ahead goal for Arsenal. So Arsenal is ahead. The Gunners are ahead 1-0. Liverpool 0-0 with Wolverhampton. Brentford is leading AFC Bournemouth 1-0. Burnley and Everton 0-0. West Ham 0-0 with Fulham. Chelsea will play Aston Villa at 12:30, and we'll do a watch along of that game. Over in the Scudetto, the Serie A, Como 1-0 over Lecce, 54th minute in. Torino and Cagliari 1-1. Indonesia will play Lazio and PSL will play Juventus later on. Earlier in African Cup of Nations action, Benin defeated Botswana 1-0. Benin defeated Botswana 1-0 earlier in AFCON in the 7:30 kickoff game. And that goal was scored by Roach. So here comes here's a shot from Nicholas Jackson, cut out inside the not Nicholas Jackson, Ismail Assar, that is. Alright, so Group D, so Benin with the win goes tied with points. Goes to 3 points. Botswana is in a spot of Botswana is probably sorry Botswana, so you go. Botswana don't have a chance. Here Bongonda is down here and the referee has called a foul as we're seeing a replay of the offside goal. Yeah, Bondonga was offside. Ilya didn't think it was, but yep, he was offside. Free kick to DR Congo. Hey, DR, and by the way, breaking news, also the Super Eagles of Nigeria application to FIFA. Those of you who don't know, DR Congo defeated Nigeria in the CAF playoffs for the FIFA 2026 World Cup. Here comes the free kick for DR Congo, and it ricocheted off Sadio Mane out for a throw-in. So, just update, family. Nigeria submitted after the defeat to Congo, to DR Congo. Nigeria submitted a request to FIFA that DR Congo use ineligible players, and most notably, I think the claim was against Wan-Bissaka, and there was another player. It was Wan-Bissaka, and who else? I'm trying to remember the other player. And the allegations in the claim from the Nigerian FA was that the NFF was that Congolese law does not allow dual citizenship, and subsequently these players who possess other passports are ineligible or were ineligible to play for DR Congo in that game against Nigeria. Now, FIFA has made a decision and they have kicked out that, have ruled against that application. So DR Congo will continue to the Intercontinental Playoff. So, yo, Super Eagles. So you go, taking a beat now and go on, aka, it's okay. You guys lose on the field. You go on a yard. so Super Eagles fans can't forget about any hopes if whatever that had. Here comes Senegal. The ball's played out wide, looking for number 14, Jacobs, and it's out for a throw into DR Congo. DR Congo looking very good so far in this game. Both teams looking very good. Matunzuma find Bonganda. Bonganda driven down the left side, going at Jacobs, and he's chopped down by Papegwe. And referee says free kick. By the way, hopefully everyone is having a wonderful festive season. Hopefully everyone is enjoying time with family and friends. If you celebrate Christmas, don't know. Hopefully, y'all are having a wonderful time. Whatever you're doing, and be safe out in the streets. We took a 2 days break, and we didn't have any headlines for 2 days. We took Christmas Eve and Christmas Day off. So we did a little bit of traveling. Big up to Junior. Big up yourself, family. So we're back with headlines. The latest headline was dropped last night, so we're back with that. Do check out BCN Sports top headlines of the day. Big up to Cameroon. Big up to the entire BCN network family. Big up to all those outside, out and about. Yo, Tech Pile Youth! Yo, Nicholas Jackson! On Matusuma. Yo! Ball is sent wide to Ndia. Ndia now dribbling at Masuko. He turns it inside. Find Papegwe. Now ball to Sar. Sar cuts inside the 18. Back to Papegwe. Papegwe sits inside looking for Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane trying to get it across. And cut out by Mbemba. Mbemba shouting at his defensive line to get up. Or is that Tunzabe? It's hard to tell sometimes. No wonder Nigeria filed claim against them. Because they can't tell the ball of them. Here comes Kalobeli. Finds Jacobs. Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane finds Ndia. Ball is with Jacobs out left. Ndia picks it up. Going at Mondunga. Sadio Mane. Ndia turns inside. Guts into the box. Sadio Mane picks it off him. Guts it inside. Jackson shot. And he pushes it wide. Senegal should have been up. But good play there from Senegal. And the Senegalese, the Lions of Teranga fans expected that one to rattle the back of the net. I tell you, maybe I am high on caffeine or something. I really like Senegal. Not that I don't like DR Congo. I'm a big fan of African football and all these teams, Morocco, Tunisia, because I think the continent, especially South Africa, is doing something great when it comes to developing talent. We saw South Africa qualifying for major tournaments dependent on local talent, dependent on a local league. So I have a massive respect for the teams out of CAF, or Confederation of African Football. And, you know, I think this is time that the teams out of CAF, or a team from CAF, take the next step in the evolution and the growth of the sport on the continent. I mean, these are some talented players. Senegal is laying down a mark when it comes to consistency now. Of course, we saw with Nigeria in the 90s, it was the standard beer with Amakachi and JJ Okocha, that excellent team. We saw the brilliant Ghanaian team, you know, with the with so many wonderful players, of course, you know. And of course, you have legendary ballers out of the continent like Abide Pele, George Weah, and I can go on and on. And I say all of that to say this. I want to see AFCON and teams out of AFCON and CAF teams make the next step on the global stage of the World Cup. I want to see them push into the deep late rounds. Of course, we all remember the Ghana versus Uruguay game from the 2026, I think, round of 16 World Cup game. So where Luis Suarez used his hand to save the goal. So, and Ghana subsequently suffered a penalty defeat in that game. So I think the talent is there. You know, I think the talent is in CAF without a doubt. They have the coaches. You know, I think the Senegalese team can do something special at the World Cup. And hopefully Pape Toi, you know, I think them winning the AFCON was that confidence booster in 2021. And if they go on and win this AFCON, that will also help them to push further into the you know, giving some confidence going to the World Cup. But they're very good. They're a talented team. They have a very deep bench. And they're very well supported. Yo, the colors, the fans and the colors of AFCON, beautiful. Free kick to Senegal. 0-0, 25th minute of play. The free kick is inside DR Congo's half. Papegwe standing over it. Or is Diatta. Diatta is getting ready to kick it along with, I think it's Diatta sends it in. Cleared up by shot youth goal and he misses it. Somehow Ismail Assar missed that. No, he would have been offside anyway. Weird. How he supposed to be offside? What kind of mad post that? Okay. Oh yeah, oh yes, yeah. Ismail Assar was offside. He was standing in an offside position on the free kick. Kalabale looking at Ismail Assar, that miss from Ismail Assar, was like, yo, yeah, but he would have been offside anyway. Ball is with Mendy in goal. Benjamin Mendy. Mane dropping back to support. Niakete stepping up. Ball is with Jacobs. Jacobs sends it in. Looking for Jackson. Sar chests it down. Picked up by Mutambe. Mutambe sends it wide to Ilya. Ilya comes away with it for DR Congo. Ilya trying to go at the attack. And Kalabale is there to shut the door on him. And a free kick has been awarded here by the referee for a step by and a yellow card also is coming out. Who's getting that yellow card, Mr. Ref? Yellow card to Papegue for a step on Sadike. Kalabale talking to his player. Of course, Senegal has Pape Sarr on the bench also of Tottenham that they can roll out if Pape is let's see here. All right, so the ball is that's not a yellow card, referee. So Pape stepped and blocked the ball. Ilya was kicked the other side of the ball, and the ref is giving Pape a yellow card. I mean, I don't even think that's a foul, much less a yellow card. Nervous looking DR Congo fans. Senegalese fans are in full voice. Free kick to DR Congo as Sadeke is back. Masuko is standing over it. 29th minute of play, still 0-0. Ball sent wide looking for Bongonda, and it's out for a goal kick. Out for a throw. Overhit. Matuzma or Matusambe with the heavy kick, with the strong pass. Let's do a score update on English Premier League score update. Arsenal leads Brighton Hove Albion 1-0. Liverpool still 0-0 with Wolverhampton. By the way, a big up, this Liverpool versus Wolverhampton game. There's a celebration of the life of Diogo Jota and his brother Andre Silva, and it's an emotional game for both of these clubs, both of these players. I think Diogo Jota's son is also at the game, and family is also at the game. It's Jaja. So sending love to Diogo Jota's family. Diogo Jota and that family. Of course, we now relive. Here's Nicholas Jackson. We now relive the story, but we know about that tragedy from the summer. It's just sad. So 0-0 between Liverpool and Wolverhampton. Brentford 1-0 over AS Bournemouth. A lot of discussion around Antoine Semenyo of Bournemouth. Word is that Man City is in advanced discussion with Antoine Semenyo Also, other clubs have inquired. He has $60 million release clause in his contract. So Antoine Semenyo might be moving on. Let's watch the space for January transfer window. But now he needs to score and elevate or lift Bournemouth off the mat. Brentford leading 1-0 at home against Bournemouth. Burnley 0-0 against Everton. West Ham 0-0 versus Fulham. Chelsea versus Aston Villa later on. Over in the Scudetto, Como 2-0 over Lecce, 78th minute in. Como 2-0 over Lecce. In the 71st minute, Cagliari leads Torino 2-1. Alright, back to AFCON Cup of Nations. The game is pretty much an open affair here. Here comes Ilya. Ilya driving through, looking to find Bamako, cuts out by Kalabale, and maybe Bamako would have been in offside position. Yo, man, a ball in the offside. Yo, one thing that is apparently clear for me here is that DR Congo likes to get Ilya on the ball, likes to get Ilya driving at Senegal's backline at Diatta. Here comes Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane looking to find Jackson. And it's cut out very well there by Mbemba. Masuko. Ilya tells Masuko to ease off. Back to Masuko. Masuko back to Ilya. Ilya back to Masuko. Masuko now with it. Sends it back to Tunzambe. Ball is with Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka finds Bamko. Bamko sends it long to Wan-Bissaka. Maybe a bit overhit there. And Jacobs out for a goal kick. Shielded it out. We're seeing a replay here of Tunzabe blocking Nicholas Jackson. And you know the defensive centre-back pairing of the DR Congo very well. Here comes Senegal into the box and headed out. Masuko with a very good header there. Almost a chance for Senegal. Ball sent long. And Idrissa Gueye with a header. And Niakate picks it up. Here comes Senegal again, driving into DR Congo's half. Ball is with Sadio Mane. Mane sends it back to Pape Gueye. Pape Gueye finds Idrissa Gueye. Pape Gueye to Idrissa Gueye. Kalabole standing beside him. Pape Gueye now sends it to Niakate. Niakate finds Sadio Mane on the left. Sadio Mane telling someone to come to him. Pape Gueye now finds looking to get Mane onside. Munson is trying to send it inside, but cuts out by Mbemba. DR Congo with it, looking to find Bakuno, and it's cut out by Senegal. And the second ball, Ilya almost gets it, but Idrissa Gueye picks it up, and once again Senegal comes away with it. Sadio Mane looks it wide, sends it, looking for Ndia. Ndia now going at Masuko. Ndia, and a very good play from Masuko, shielding off Ndia. And he's gotten a bit of help there by Sadike, who then gives it away. And Diatta cannot keep it under control and throw into DR Congo. Bakumbu is saying that it's a throw to DR Congo. Referee says throw to Senegal. Let's see. We're seeing the president of CAF, I think, in attendance. I think that President Motsepe. All right, Motsepe. Here's a throw into Senegal. Niate sends it wide to Jacobs, finds Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane to Sarr. Senegal really needs to get Ismaila Sarr involved in this game. All right, that was Pape Gueye. Kalabole. Ndia and Senegal has to move the ball a little bit more frequent, move quickly. Nicholas Jackson shows short for it. Papegwe looking to find Diatta out wide. Diatta dribbling towards Masuku. Ball sent over to Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane try to flip it inside. Here comes Senegal. Papegwe trying to shot and cut out by DR Congo. And offside again. Oh, nope, not offside. Referee has called a foul on DR Congo outside the box. Matu Zambi is pretty surprised by that call. This is BCN Sports watch along of African Cup of Nations Group D matchup between Senegal and DR Congo. Remember to smash the like button. Remember to tell a friend. Leave a comment. Let us know your thoughts on the content. DR Congo versus Senegal Group D matchup. Top of the table matchup in Group D. So Sadio Mane flipped the ball across, and I don't see what's the foul there. I don't. So what did I don't understand how is that a foul? What the referee? So referee is called a foul for Senegal against DR Congo. I don't see how. I don't see a foul there. I don't know where did that. So DR Congo start protesting. The ball is outside the arc, right outside the 18-yard box arc. Sadio Mane and Papegwe standing over it. Papegwe is standing over it. 38 minutes into the game. Sadio Mane is probably the one who's going to take it. M-Pesa in goal, setting his wall. Kalobale now comes to have a conversation. Is having a conversation with Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane, here we go. Mane with a shot, and it's just wide. M-Pesa was beating all ends up. Yep, he was beating all ends up, but just wide. And did it ricochet off Maku there? Nope. Just push wide. Goal kick to DR Congo. M-Pesa to restart play. Senegal 0, DR Congo 0. M-Pesa about to send it long. Sends it long. Headed by Idris Gueye. Papegwe also with a header. Quickly ball to Nicholas Jackson. Jackson moved out of the way by Mbemba. Ball is sent wide to Ilya. Ilya now going at Diatta. Ilya trying to go at Diatta. Trying to cut inside. And cleared out by Jakob. Here come Bonganda. Looking to pick it up. Bonganda with it. Sends it back. Finds Tunzambe. Tunzambe finds Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka looks for Mangum. DR Congo, Masuko sends it back. They're a well-coached team. Very well-coached team. And you have to be good to beat them. Very organized in possession. Knows their weaknesses, knows their strength, and their strength is about finding Ilya or Siddiqui out wide, ball into the box, and their weakness is that quick play. If you can get the ball off them and expose them, you can quickly unsettle their back line. And Motuzombe in midfield. As Motuzombe, Tunzabe kicks away the ball. Goal kick, or throw-in to Senegal. Idris Gueye with it, sends it to Niakate. Big up to those on the live. Smash the like button. Hi, Luca 28 3752. Big up. Hi. Ball sent wide to Jacobs. Jacobs sends it to Sadio Mane. Sarr shows for it. Sarr sends it inside. Jackson not on the end of it. Or Papetois is saying, like, come on, guys, get on the end of it. Papetois, the coach, as Bam Kombo is down in a bit of pain on the clearance as he tried to protect. Idris again might have to go talk to the referee. I never think I see Idris. Yep. Idris again, knee in the back of Bamko there. I don't think it was intentional. He was just trying to drum to get to the ball. But let's see what the referee says. Free kick to DR Congo, clear up by Koulibaly. Of course, DR Congo is without Johan Wissa. Sadio Mane with a not a great play there from Sadio. Just replying into a couple of messages there. And the ball ricochet off. But very good clearance there from Senegal to keep that one out. Corner kick to Senegal. Here's a corner kick into the box. And it's over the head of Koulibaly. And the referee has called a foul. As Mbemba is down in a bit of pain there. Yes, Koulibaly stepped on his calf when he was coming down. Yep. Approaching halftime, 0-0. Yeah, a very competitive game. I mean, these two teams, they're not shying from each other. Of course, DR Congo, like I mentioned earlier, I mean, DR Congo in the back, very organized defensively in the back. And a very experienced back four. You know, and they're looking to get Ilya out wide on the ball. And not much from Monganda on the right wing. Sadike will drop in and help, and Maku will drop and help Motazami. Here is Sadio Mane running into space move! Here comes India, and a shot from Senegal, and it's saved by Mpese. Very good save by goalkeeper Mpese. But Senegal stretching his legs here in Sadio Mane going forward in open space. Easily skipped around Sadike. Find Ndia. Ndia set it up for, I want to say that was Papegwe. And Papegwe shot a little bit close to Mpese, who pushed it for a corner kick. Corner kick to Senegal. Jakob standing over it. Referee again intervened, giving the players instructions. As 2 minutes of added time at the half. Ball into the box and cleared out. Didn't beat the first man. Now here comes DR Congo Comes away with it. Elia again. Out running, but Idrissa Gueye is quickly out to shut the door. And free kick, throw-in, as Kalobale also helped with a tackle on Masuko. And it's a throw-in. DR Congo doing exceptionally well. They are not backing down from going at this Senegalese team. I mean, it's a very good encounter, contest, competitive wise. Here comes DR Congo, back heel from Bamko. Ilya now sends it back. And DR Congo managing the clock very well, running the game as we approach halftime. Ball sends long, looking for Bongonda, and Sadio Mane chests it back to Jacobs. Jacobs inside his own 18. I think from Senegal perspective, they have to get Idrissa Gueye, Ismail Assar flourishing out wide. He haven't seen much of the ball. Halftime. Referee, halftime. Papetois quickly out of there into the locker room as he has a lot to talk to his team about. Very good first half. Very competitive first half. Both teams with chances, I would say. Let's get a score update. Wow. Just like that. Liverpool up 2-0. So Liverpool is up 2-0. Let's get the scorers for this Liverpool game. Welcome to BCN Sports watch along of African Cup of Nations action. Liverpool, Ryan Gravenberch and Florian Wirtz with a goal for Liverpool. So 2-0. Halftime at Anfield. Liverpool 2-0 over Wolves. Brentford 2-0 over Bournemouth. That one is approaching the half. Kevin Shade and Petrovic with an own goal. Okay, Petrovic with an own goal. Arsenal 1-0 over Brighton. Martin Odegaard with that goal. Burnley and Everton 0-0. West Ham 0-0 with Fulham at the half. We're also 0-0 here at the half in African Cup of Nations. Let's take a look at some other scores in the Scudetto. Como now leads Lecce 3-0. Cagliari 2-1 over Torino. All right, so in other AFCON action, earlier on today, Benin defeated Botswana 1-0. Later on today, Uganda will take on Tunisia at 12:30. And at 3 p.m., Uganda will take on Tanzania at 12:30. And at 3 p.m., Nigeria will take on Tunisia. All right, so BCN Sports at the half, 0-0. We'll circle back. I will circle back again for the start of the second half. back for the second half of AFCON Cup of Nations game, Group D matchup between Senegal and DR Congo. Second half already started, so I'm over here chilling. Didn't really keep track of time, so my apologies for that. Still 0-0 in the game. Ball is with Mpese. Also give you an update in English Premier League games that are just also kicking off. This is BCN Sports watch along of. Here is DR Congo in behind. No subs to report. DR Congo was in behind there. Ilya was in. No, he would have been onside. Seems like Nyakate played him on. So, very good tackle here by Kalabale. Corner kick to DR Congo. Masuko standing over it. And Bemba moving around busily. Corner kick sent in and cleared all the way out. And Bongumba trying to find someone there on the end of it, but into the arms of Mendy. Mendy now gets the Lions of Teranga going. And Dia tells Diata to pass the ball back. Diata sends it back now with Pape Gue. Pape Gue then to Niate. Niate to Jacobs. Kalobale. Niate. Diata. Kalobale. Kalobale finds Ndia. Ndia flicks it to Diata. Diata back to Kalobale, who steps into the Congolese half, and a bad pass there. Cuts out by, I think that's Sadike. Sadike now sends it left. Finds Ilya. Ilya going at Diata. And Ilya decides to turns it back to Masuko. Tonzambe picks it up. Finds Masuko. Masuko sends it behind Diata, who's out of position. Now ball into the box. Bamko trying to get on the end of it. Wan-Bissaka coming in. And an appeal for a penalty here by the Leopards. Senegal is coming away with it. Nicholas Jackson out left. Jackson dribbling into the box. Going at Tunzabe. Jackson cuts inside. Trying to get across in. And Maku was there. Sadio Mane now back to Nicholas Jackson into the box. Jackson back to Mane. Mane couldn't get control of it. And Ndia couldn't also get control of it. And it's cleared by Sadike. Let's see the replay of the appeal for a penalty by DR Congo. Cross headed on. It did hit Sadio Mane hand. It did, and his hand was stretched away from his body. I mean, maybe the decision is that the ball was coming in at him too quickly. So it's probably hard for him to react. There was a cross, a header. Let's see again. Oh no, it didn't hit. No, it didn't hit his hand. It hit his upper part of his chest. It's not his hand. Not his hand. At least based on what I can see. We have rain coming down now. Here's Mpese to restart play. Mpese sends it long. Cleared out by Jakob. Looking for Nicholas Jackson. Jackson trying to get on it. And he clashed into, I think that's one beside. No. Crash into Mbemba. And the referee has called a foul. Nicholas Jackson is surprised. I I don't see how that's a foul on Nicholas Jackson there. And Mbemba was holding him. Any rate, referee said play free kick. Senegalese fans in the stand looking a little bit, you know, surprised by the result. They look a bit nervous here. And again, DR Congo is looking very good, playing very good football. And in fact, they may take the lead anytime. Here is Jacobs. Sends it long. Looking for Jackson. Jackson. Now Bangonda. Bangonda comes away with it for DR Congo. Bangonda has one Bissaka outside. Finds him. One Bissaka to Sadike. Sadike now looking, and a dummy very well for DR Congo. Save by Benjamin Mendy. And it's out for a corner kick. Sadike. The shot was straight at Mendy though, as Papetois is getting a bit nervous there as DR Congo is upping the pressure on Senegal. Yeah, Senegal have got to play some ball. They will have to play some ball to win this football game. And the corner kick, and it headed on by Mbemba, and it's out for a goal kick. Throw into DR Congo. One Bissaka sends it long, looking for Elia. Kalabale clears it up. Bongonda picks it up. Sadike. Matusome picks it back up, sends it wide to Mbemba. Mbemba getting himself in a little bit of pressure here. Senegal picks his pocket. And a very good play by who was that? Was it Idris again? But DR Congo lived to fight another day. Masuko comes away with it. Masuko dribbling. Finds Wan Bissaka. Wan Bissaka on the outside of 18. Finds Bonganda. Bonganda shipped it inside. And it's too heavy across. All the way over to Ilya. Ilya going at Ndeke. And out for a goal kick. It seems like Senegal has... No, he was going at Diatta. We're seeing the replay of the cross. Good save by the shot by Sadike. Good save by by Benjamin Mendy. Maybe straight at him, but he had to save it, and nonetheless, it was a hit with a lot of power. Senegal will have to play some ball to beat this DR Congo team. That is for certain. By the way, welcome to BCN Sports Watch Along of African Cup of Nations. I'll also give update of English Premier League. Here's Senegal behind. Senegal in, and player couldn't get it under control. Sadio Mane couldn't get it under control. Sadio Mane thought that was a corner kick. Referee says goal kick. He was in an onside position. A long ball over from who I thought was... Oh, Sadio controlled that ball. Couldn't get it under control. Well, let's see. He turned it away from Mpese, and Mpese... Referee says no penalty. Goal kick to DR Congo. Mpese to restart play. Sends it long. Senegal seems to be up in the tempo here. Motuzumo clears it out. Sadio Mane picks it off, picks his pocket, and a free kick to Senegal. All right, so basically, it seems like Senegal has recognized that they will have to play some ball. Here is Senegal behind the defense. Shots inside. Jackson. Ball roll across the goal between the legs of Mbemba and a offside. It's offside anyway. Nicholas Jackson wasn't there. I think Ismail Assar was in an offside position though. Or what? Yep. Ismail Assar was in an offside position. Still 0-0 African Cup of Nations Group D game. Score update. Arsenal leading Brighton and Hove Albion 2-0. Liverpool 2-1 over Wolverhampton. Brentford 3 over Bournemouth. 0-0 between Burnley and Everton. 0-0 also between West Ham and Fulham. And in the Scudetto, Como defeated Lecce 3-0. Cagliari 2-1 over Torino. Of course, in African Cup of Nations game coming up at 12 noon. At 12:30, Tanzania will take on Uganda, and at 3 p.m., Tunisia will take on the Super Eagles of Nigeria. We're in the 58th minute of the game. Approaching 59th minute. Ball is with Mendy. Remember to smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. Wall-to-wall coverage of all things sports. Football, cricket, track and field, basketball, you name it. We have it here at BCN Sports. Here's Ndia. Finds Diatta with a cross inside. Looking for Nicholas Jackson. Clears out by Mbemba. Sadiq is back to help. Sadiq looking to find Ilya. Cuts out by Diatta. And it's out for a throw. Masuko to restart play. To get the game restarted for a throw. With a throw. Here is Masuko with the throw and looking for Matuzumo. Cuts out by Senegal. Here comes Senegal with it. And it's dragged down. And referee says Ismail Assar dove. So he play on. Let's see. Bamkobo. Referee a joke. That a foul that. That must be a foul, referee. What is this referee doing? That was on Papegwe. Tunzabi sends it back to Mpese. Mpese back to Tunzabi. Mpese. In goal. Back to Tunzabi as Senegal try to seal off the passing lane. Now here comes Senegal. He should have... Yo, Matuzumo sends it wide. Should have turned a long time. Now he finds Bongonda. Very good control. Bongonda finds Wan-Bissaka inside the 18-yard. And a shot save. Goal! DR Congo has scored. Mankumbu has scored for DR Congo 1-0. Let's make sure he's not offside though. But it has been coming. So the shot from Bongonda, saved by Mendy, and Bakambu was there for the rebound. And again, I said if you want to beat this DR Congo team, you will have to play some ball. Senegalese fans looking at the replay to see for very good switch here, Motusomo. Wan-Bissaka with the cross. Bongonda with the shot. Let's see. And Bakumbo was the quickest to react out of Niate and Kolobale. And it's a 1-0 DR Congo leads. Yeah, you cannot get an easier goal than that. You cannot get an easier goal than that. 1-0 DR Congo. And quickly coach Papetois with a sub. As Ismaila Sarde is done. Ismaila Sarde is done and Mbe yeah, is on. 1-0 DR Congo. Yeah man, Ismaila Sarde not playing no ball. Time to come off I feel. Now Mbe trying to ignite the spark. But what has happened is that I think that DR Congo has recognized immensely that Ndia and Sadio Mane are the linchpin to get this Senegalese team going well. Motozomo, Sadike coming back, Maku coming back has been really huge for DR Congo. Defensively, their drill. Bongonda also dropping back. And when Senegal gets in the final third, the passes are not as crisp. They're not as accurate. So, they don't, because DR Congo is very organized defensively. Tunzambi and Mbemba, along with Wan-Bissaka and Masuku, are very good in the defensive setup of things. Here's a long ball again from DR Congo, trying to get Ilya behind Diatta. Senegal, Idriss Gueye. I don't know if you need two holding midfielders against this DR Congo team, though. I mean, Pape Gueye and Idriss Gueye have to do something more in this team. So now Pape Gueye is starting to push up closer towards Nicholas Jackson. And Dia has been given a license to free roam. Now he's out wide. Here is Senegal and Mbembe. Diatta and Dia. And Dia driving into the box. And my signal is decided to freeze at this time. I don't know. Yo! And now the signal is acting up. And it's starting to fade. Let's see. It looks like a corner kick there. Let's refresh this thing. 1-0 DR Congo leads Senegal. Okay, the ball ricochets. It's a corner kick. Mbembe, yeah. Corner kick, sends in. Into the box. Nicholas Jackson trying to get a hand of it. No, the ball is out. And Mbemba and Tunzambe are very good in the air. Ball back into the cross again. Over Koulibaly. Headed back inside. Looking to get Pape Gueye on the end of it. And Dia on the end of it. And Dia can't get a shot off. And Ilya is there to defend. Out by DR Congo. DR Congo comes away with it. Looking to get around two. DR Congo players are working. Here is Bankumbu. Sends it wide to Bonganda. Bonganda drives it in the box. Bonganda with a shot. And it's wide. Did he touch it? There were three players going forward. He should have used one of his options. Bonganda should have used an option. He tried to look away. Tried to say, I see you, but I don't need you, but just should have scored. Senegal lives to fight another day. DR Congo 1, Senegal 0. Ball is set wide as Coach Sabis here is looking for Nicholas Jackson, and it's overhit, and Mpese quickly out. Two subs getting ready for DR Congo. Two subs coming on. Bongonda day is done. The Sabre is taking him off immediately. 65th minute of play. So I don't know why the Sabre is taking him off. And Bakombo day is done. So Mayele is coming on. So Mayele is on for Bankumbu. I need to see. And Mbuku is on for Bongonda. Mbuku is on for Bongonda. So Bongonda last action in the game was that shot when he probably should have selected a pass option. Senegal looking for an equalizer. Ndia finds Niate now looking for Papegwe. Papegwe comes short. Papegwe now sends it looking to find Senegal now DR Congo will play on the counter. Mbele turns in the box and Mbele with a shot. Yo, up to Mbele. He just come on the Mbuku just come on the field and he took a shot from 18 yards from outside the 18. Should have passed. Senegal now with a bit of urgency. Kalobale now looking for Ndia stepping up. Ball is with Mbeme. Diata finds Kolobale finds Idrissa Gueye. Nicholas Jackson with a heavy touch. Ball back to Idrissa Gueye. Idrissa Gueye sends it right to Jacobs. Jacobs looking to switch it into the box. Finds Jackson looking for a header. Couldn't get on the end of it. Cleared out by Watuzumo. Mbele comes away with it for DR Congo. Very good team playing on the counter. Mbumku picks it up. He tells his teammate to calm down. Sends it back to Mbemba. Mbemba has pressure from Jackson. He turns it back to Mpese. Mpese finds Tunzabe. Tunzabe sends it wide. Masuku with a long ball. Cleared out by Kalobale. Flicked on by Pape Tua. Yeah, my youth, put on Pape Sarp on the game. Here comes Senegal striving forward. Senegal, Mbemia, and he shot. He's surely Sadio Mane must score. 1-1, but DR Congo will have some complaint about something. Yeah, that was a lucky goal. And out of nothing, Mbeye, it seems like Mbemba got his foot caught in the grass or something. Oh, I see what happened here. Masuko picked up an injury. He had the ball. He picked up an injury in his calf and he went down. Mbeye kept going and laid it off. Took a shot, ricocheted off Mbessa, and fortunate bounce for Sadio Mane, 1-1. Have to see what's going on with Masuku here. Game on. Now Senegal fans are getting up. And Masuku Day is done. It seems like he's pulled his calf muscle. He couldn't do anything about that. And now referee giving a yellow card to who? So who received the yellow card? Yeah, so Masuku's day is done. There's a goal check. There's a goal check by VAR. Because Masuku pulled up lame. He tried to control the ball, but he pulled up lame. And he was injured, and the ball rolled under his foot. And that helped Mbaye to go through. Long discussion between the referee and VAR. Senegal is saying it's a goal. The goal counts, but a very fortunate goal there by Senegal. The Sabre is walking onto the field. He's trying to get his sub on for Masuku. And the referee didn't allow the sub. Now the Sabre is mad as hell. So why did the referee allow the sub? What the? And Mpesa just kicks the ball out. Trying to get the sub on as Masuku is injured. Is replaced. The Sabre is calling for the sub. What is is the referee doing? But there's no one at the touchline with the board up for a sub. Here comes Senegal. Mbeye down the left side. DR Congo with 10 men. Papegwe sends it inside. Looking for Sadio Mane. Mane heads it back. And it's out for a goal kick. And then Pese is pointing over to the touchline. I think even Pape Toure, the coach of Senegal, but to be fair to the referee, the fourth official wasn't up with a score. Now the board is up for a change. So there was no one there at the touchline with the score, with the change board. So he doesn't know what to do. He's like, who? I see a player standing there, but I don't know what sub you're making. Who are you taking out? So Kayembe is in and Maku is out. Now DR Congo is back to 11 players. Throw into Senegal. Lively affair. 18 minutes to go plus stoppage time. African Cup of Nations. BCN Sports watch along of African Cup of Nations. Remember to smash the like button. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to our YouTube page. Subscribe to our Facebook page. Subscribe wherever you're watching. Kalobele sends it wide. Diata from to Mbeye turns inside. Mbeye driving at his player. One thing is that Mbeye has been a lot more livelier than Ismail Assar. Sadio Mane out left. Sadio finds Ndia. Ndia turns in the box. Ndia into the 18. Looking for Nicholas Jackson and he almost scored. How did he miss it? And a foul is called. Now it's Idrissa Now Papegwe with a header. And you can't allow for them on them ball game. Mbeyele. Very good cross. And no, it's a collision of heads. Yeah, very good cross here from Ndia. He should have scored. Papegwe should have scored. 74th minute, 75th minute of play, 1-1. And Masuku, this is a lot of playing. So DR Congo. Here is Senegal. BCN Sports watch along of African Cup of Nations. Jacobs with it. Find Papegwe. Papegwe now looking at Idrissa Gueye, who showed he didn't use him. Sends it back to Niate. Mbeye. And again, Mbeye, since he's entered the game, has been a lot more livelier than Ismail Assar. He's turning, he's driving at those wing backs. At those at the right back, at the left back, to be exact. Kalobele now looking for a long ball, trying to get Nicholas Jackson on the end of it. And Mpese easily caught and decided to run some clock. I think DR Congo is happy with a point in this ball game. But they've played well, probably should be ahead. Let's do a score update of other games currently going on. Hey, interesting times over there at Arsenal. Arsenal 2, Brighton Hove Albion 1. 76 minutes of play. Liverpool 2, Wolverhampton 1. 77th minute of play. Brentford 3, Bournemouth 1. 77-minute Burnley and Everton still 0-0. West Ham and Fulham still 0-0. Chelsea versus Aston Villa at 12:30 p.m. BCN Sports will do a watch along of that game. And we have a free kick here to Senegal as Sadio Mane. Yo, Puppet Talk, come on for the... So Sadio Mane fell over, got roughed up by, I think, Mbeye. And Papetois is there to help him up and tap him on his head. Yeah, Bridgen. There's no star treatment. In there finds Nicholas Jackson. Jackson. Ease off by Tunzambe. Here comes DR Congo looking to get behind, looking for Mbeye. And it sends outside for a throw-in. Throw-in to Senegal. Group D action of African Cup of Nations. Yo, Motazami is he's working in that midfield. Remember to smash the like button. Remember to subscribe. Here is Senegal looking for a go-ahead goal. Idris Gueye find Mbeye. Mbeye wide. Mbeye now driving in. Cuts inside looking for Jackson. Mbemba quickly cuts out. Jackson now picks it up and the referee has called a foul on Mbeye. Free kick to the DR Congo. Mpese with it for DR Congo. Finds Mbemba. Mbemba sends it long, looking for Ilya. And it's overhit. And it's out for a throw. No, that's Meshach. Or Meshach. I didn't see that Meshach. Let's get through all the subs here. Make sure we get through all... Let me get all the subs on. Arsenal is under a little bit of pressure there in the English Premier League. A very huge save by goalkeeper David Raya there for Arsenal. There you go. DR Congo has made 4 saves. Here comes Sadio Mane. Mane looking to find Nicholas Jackson. Mane. And Mane's trapped down and its referee says corner kick. Here comes Senegal with a corner kick. And here comes Senegal walking through players. Ball into the box. Senegal is trying to get a chance. Almost. Here comes Mbele. Ball cleared out. And we have another sub coming on. A lot of talking here between Ilya and his teammates. Ilya encouraging his teammates, telling Kayembe to pass the ball. 2 subs coming on for Senegal. Nicholas Jackson races run. Is that Diallo is on. HDR and Kamara is on for Papegwe. So you tell me Pape Sarr can play on this team? Lots of talent. A talented group here of the Senegalese team. Here is what kind of idiot ball is that? Bam Sadio Mane. So Diallo, here is Sadio Mane, picks it up. And he's fouled. Let's make sure we get the right. This is Habib Diallo. He plays for Metz in the French league. He replaces Nicolas Jackson. And we also had Lamine Camara, who plays also in the French league for Monaco. Here is a free kick to Senegal. 82nd minute of play. 1-1. Referee's calling someone over. Who is the referee talking? He's speaking to Kayembe of DR Congo and Hamid Diallo, the Senegalese player that just entered the game. Jacobs and is standing over. It looks like it's going to be a crossing from Jacobs. No, it's a square inside from Diatta. Ball is with Idris Gueye. Cuts out by the DR Congo. Mbeye, lively player, has 4 on him. Taking off. Here comes DR Congo. Trying to get on the attack. Ball is sent long. DR Congo trying to get behind. Looks like they're almost in here. And almost. And the ball is into the arms of goalkeeper Benjamin Mendy. From a defensive position to attacking quickly. This game looked like it's ending 1-1. And Dia looking to show for it. Listen, Motozame in that midfield. Or Motozame in that midfield has been amazing. I mean, he's like a single individual. I mean, Sadiq dropping back beside him gives him help, but his ability to cover space. Number 8, just keep an eye on Motozeme in that midfield. He's a hard-working, no-nonsense holding midfielder. Here comes Senegal out wide. Sadio Mane going at Wan-Bissaka. Mane goes inside, cuts in, headed out after the cross. And not a very good decision there by Sadiq. Kayembe looking to send it long. Cleared out. And he gets another bite of the cherry. Now this time he sends it long. Cleared out by Senegal. Senegal trying to find a go-ahead goal. Ndia picks it up outside the 18. Ndia has company. Goes around Matuso. May ricochet. Senegal. Hamad Diallo trying to get on the end of a Sadio Mane cross. And it's cleared out by Mbemba. DR Congo. One thing is very certain is that DR Congo's centre-back pairing of Tunzabe and Mbemba are very good in the air. You're not going to beat these players with crosses easily. Think. Referee has called a free kick as Kayembe is fouled by, I said, Lamine Camara there. Referees called it back for a free kick as we have another sub coming on. DR Congo with another sub coming on. As Ilias races ran. 86 minutes of play, English Premier League. Arsenal 2-1, 2. Brighton Hove Albion 1. 87th minute, Liverpool 2, Wolverhampton 1. Brentford still continues to lead, Bournemouth 3-1. Still 0-0 with Everton versus Burnley. Fulham takes a 1-0 lead against West Ham. Chelsea versus Aston Villa at 12:30. BCN Sport will do a watch along of that game. Sadike slowing up Senegal's restart there and quickly apologized to the referee. Here is Senegal, 87 minutes of play, looking for a go-ahead goal. Jacobs plays it back to Niakate. Kalobale. And Kalobale with a bad play there. DR Congo trying to turn. He made up for his bad play. And the ball is sent all the way back to Benjamin Mendy in goal for Senegal. 1-1 between DR Congo and Senegal. Group D action. 12:30, Uganda will take on Tanzania. And at 3 p.m., the Super Eagles of Nigeria will take on Tunisia. As Mbeye is down for Senegal. Now referee has stopped play to check on him. Referee didn't call a foul. Now he's getting them back. Papetois is saying, ref, what's going on? Yeah, it's not a foul. He tried to cut the ball back to Salah, to Meg, that player, but he just didn't. And Ndia, a day is done. Not impressed with his play. I mean, this is a different kettle of fish. Not impressed with his play. I mean, he needs to get on top, get on the ball and more and do his creative. He's a very creative player. As the downpour is coming on, let's see the sub. Referee has called a foul there. Kalobali with a strong challenge. 90th minute of play on Sadike. Wan-Bissaka looking to flip it inside, looking for his teammate who's running out of room, finally recovers the ball. But Kalobali was there, very good moving around in the box there from the Senegalese captain. BCN Sports watch along of Aston Villa versus Chelsea coming up at 12:30. Do join us for a watch along of that game. English Premier League action. Also check out BCN Sports headlines. Top 5 news in the world of sports. According to BCN Sports. We're seeing the replay of the DR Congo's goal. Here is Senegal in attack. Jakob sends it back to Idrissa Gueye. Leave the ball, youth. Hamid Diallo stepping into the way. As Lamine Camara stepping in the way. Hamid Diallo looking for a cross. That doesn't come. Cleared out by DR Congo. Not far enough. And the referee has called a foul. This game seems to be drifting towards a 1-1 draw. I mean, it seems like probably a fair result. The both teams will be leveled on 4 points going into the final match day. I must say I'm very impressed with DR Congo. Very, very impressed with DR Congo. They have not shied away from playing this Senegalese team. And Pese to restart play. Sends it long. Cleared out by Kolobeli. Looking for Hamid Diallo. Can't get on the end of it. Cleared out. Wan-Bissaka picks it up. Finds DR Congo player almost in there, but goal kick to Senegal. DR Congo wanted a corner kick there, but didn't materialize. No dice, said the referee. Still 1-1. DR Congo, ball is played long, looking to get behind that Senegalese defense. Matuzume sends it wide. Here comes DR Congo, getting into the box. And quickly back is Diatta. Kembembe sends it in for a cross. Clears out by Niakate. And Senegal lives to fight another day. DR Congo piling on the pressure here. Very good ball. Miss. DR Congo, 3 players in attack here. 5 players in attack to be exact now. Kolobeli quickly out to shut the door. Very good defending display from the captain and the leader of the Senegalese team by the veteran defender Kolobeli. BCN Sports watch along of African Cup of Nations. 4 minutes of added time. As the rain pours down in Morocco. So both teams will end with a point. And Mbemba to restart play. And Pese getting ready to restart play. Getting ready to kick it off. Very, very. I mean, I think at the end of the both teams seems to be satisfied with a draw. 4 minutes of added time, and it's all over. 1-1 in this contest. Very good, very competitive game between both teams. Things that I observed that. DR Congo, very well organized outfit. Very good, well organized team. Very good, well organized team. Big up to all the DR Congolese fans. Big up to them. They have done, I think they would be happy with this result. I think on paper, Senegal with the level of big name players, there's a lot of respect between these two teams. Coach Papetois is going around shaking all the DR Congolese players' hands. There's a lot of respect between the group of players. So Group D, Sadike and Diatta in conversation there. It's Ilya and Bankombo and Sadio Mane in conversation. So there's a lot of respect between these two teams. Very good encounter. They might see each other later on in this tournament, and Sadio Mane, Senegal just needs that. They need that final kind of big name, big general, and Diaz supposed to be that baller, right? They need that final touch, but I think. Excellent play by DR Congo as we were watching the replay of Bakumbo's goal. DR Congo may have some gripes that, Senegal goal was scored based on the injury to Masuko. Hopefully Masuko is okay. He miscontrolled the ball because of an injury, and Mbeye kept going, and which led to the goal, which of course under the rules of play he has no obligation to stop. The ball played on. So congrats to both teams for picking up a point. I think at the end of the day, I think from a DR Congo perspective, they have shown up and showed this feisty, the Senegalese team, this big name Senegalese team, that they are not afraid to play them, and I think that was an impressive display. All right, time for me to exit as we get ready for watch along of Chelsea versus Aston Villa, kicking off at 12:15. I will exit this chat as the players are still talking. It was an entertaining encounter. At 12:30, Tanzania will take on Uganda in African Cup of Nations action, and at 3 p.m. Nigeria will wrap up the day against Tunisia, which should be a good game. Should be a good game. All right, family, respect. Just join us in about maybe 15 or 20 minutes from now as we continue the day of football with Aston Villa versus